Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Shrady and welcome back to the channel. So today we're talking about another strong team for the Sinnoh Cup. This is kind of a rock, paper, scissors meta, so I've been looking for teams that are able to work around that. And I think this is a pretty good example of one. I also have another really good one that includes Frostlass and Empoleon, so let me know if you want to check that one out as well, because that one I went like, I think I went 17-3 with that Frostlass, Drapion, and Empoleon team. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. And if you go on to enjoy this video, I'd appreciate it if you left a like. It does really help out the performance of the videos. And if you're new, subscribe as long as you want to see more content just like this. And without further ado, shickety bam, bickety boo. Put it in the montage. Nice sack, bro. Professionalism. I love you all. So I've discovered that Cresselia and Lucario make a really good core. These two Pokemon together are able to overcome a lot of different things. You just have to be careful because Lucario does have some hard counters out there. And it's also insanely glassy. So you got to be very, very careful. And sometimes you have to make risky baits. But yeah, this is the core, so let's check out. Whoa, they're moving around. Oh god, oh they're freaking out. Oh my god. Everything's fine. And yeah, so let's check out the team. So in classic Shrady fashion, we have an ABB team, but not only just a regular ABB, but not only just a regular ABB team, but a Shrady ABB team, also known as a Shrady team.
Boo, you stink!
Copyright pending. Patent pending. So yeah, but the reason it's called the Shrady team is because we have one Pokemon in the lead that resists fighting and then two Pokemon in the back that are weak to fighting. It's my favorite kind of team, so I build teams like this all the time. That's why Double Dark is one of my favorite, is my favorite team to run. Doesn't matter what Double Dark team, I've run 27 different Double Dark teams, and I love them all. So either way, let's go through it. We've got Cresselia in the lead with Psycho Cut, Grass Knot, and Moonblast. And then we have Munchlax as our safe swap with Lick, Bulldoze, and Booty Slam. And then we got Lucario, the Magnificent, in the back with Kaunter, Power Up Punch, and Shadow Ball. So yeah, if you don't know what an ABB team is, you're going to want to switch out of neutral matchups in the lead, switch into the Munchlax, hoping to bait out the fighter since Lucario is pretty weak to fighting. And then, yeah, once you get the fighter, out in the open, then you can finish it off with Cresselia and then stuttering a lot today. And then hopefully Lucario can finish off the game as long as the fighter is gone. The problem is if they have a fighter and a Gastrodon on the team, it makes things a bit difficult, but sometimes you can play around it. So it's going to be a relatively short video because we're going to go through just a few battles here. And in this first battle, I was using Drifblim instead of Cresselia. Drifblim is a harder counter to fighters, but I've noticed that Cresselia just has a better matchup overall, especially yeah, anyway, we pick up a lead against the Lucario, and the opponent actually switches into an Abomasnow, and we're going to be switching into the Lucario. Was trying to catch a Weather Ball there, but they did a very nice job of holding onto their energy, so I'm actually going to shield this up. Energy Ball, even though it's resisted, would do a lot of damage. And I am going to farm down, which means I have to tank one of these Weather Balls here, and you're going to see here Lucario is not good at tanking moves, even resisted ones, so Weather Ball comes through, does quite a bit of damage there. Expecting that. Oh, they actually have a Bronzong come in, and so I'm going to make a bait here, and so the Shadow Ball would be basically one-shotting this thing, and they do, oh my god, huge cojones on this Bronzong user over here, calls the bait, and now I'm going to be going for the Shadow Ball here, and this will probably, yeah, be getting the shield, which is fine, and then now I have two counters to Bronzong here, but I think I'm going to come in with a Munchlax because that Lucario in the lead obviously is going to destroy my Munchlax. So now we come in with the Drifblim, and I'm going to be over farming just a bit here, and now we're going to be baiting with the Icy Wind. Shadow Ball would pretty much one-shot a Lucario, so let's see if we get a shield. They call the bait again. This Straw Hat wearing green glasses man has huge cojones, goes straight for the Shadow Ball, and he's not messing around. Not at all. So we're going to be overfarming here. It takes them a long time to get to a Shadow Ball, whereas it doesn't take me too long to get to an Icy Wind. So he does let the Icy Wind come through. He's not able to get to another move. And we're going to go through another Icy Wind here because I expect this to be shielded. And even if it isn't, that's okay. It's going to debuff him. And then now we can pretty much just switch into the Munchlax and lick down at this point, I think. Yeah. So let's see. I've seen a couple videos of people running Psyshock and Payback. And in the comments, let me know, why would you want Payback instead of Bulldoze? Just curious. You know, I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I'm just going for the lick down. I just figured it'd be quicker. But yeah, he's running Payback there for some reason. But as you can see, Munchlax tanks that with really no problem at all. So all right, into the next battle. Going up against Foxhound Haas. By the way, with that Frostlash, Drapion, and Empoleon team, I gained like 200 ELO, so I'm a lot higher than I was in this video. Okay, so this man, I'm pretty sure, is doing the wrong fast move challenge, and you'll see exactly why. So I try to catch an Iron Head here on my Munchlax, and I do, so very nice, but he's running Bug Bite instead of Confusion, and then he comes in with a Dusk Noir, and he's running Astonish. Also, Dusk Noir is not a counter to Munchlax. I wanted to include this battle because I just wanted to say massive respect to this guy, or maybe he just somehow got up to this ELO running crazy Pokemon like this. I don't know. But either way, he goes for the Shadow Ball, and I'm just gonna lick him down. So yeah, and then he comes in with an Abomasnow, and I'm like, okay, we're just gonna go straight Body Slam here. If they let me get to a second Body Slam, we're gonna. Oh, he shields the Body Slam. Razor Leaf. That's right. Yeah. See, like I said, he's just the wrong fast move challenge. He has to be doing that. Which, by the way, if you haven't seen that, I've done the wrong fast move challenge as well. It is not easy. It's not an easy challenge. Maybe I'll link it. If not, you can search for it on YouTube. Just search for wrong fast move challenge Shrady, and you'll see. It was very funny. It was very funny. So either way, we're gonna let this Weather Ball come through, and now we're gonna be switching into the Lucario to farm down. And at this point, there's really nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. These Bug Bites are double resisted here, so we're going to be baiting with the Power Up Punch. And I don't know why I baited. Should have probably just gone for the Shadow Ball here. But, well, I got the shield, so whatever. And at this point, I should have just let this go and went for the 2-Shield Flex, right? Iron Head. Yeah, Iron Head resisted. And like I said, Bug Bites double resisted, so there's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and this is why the wrong fast move challenge is so freaking difficult. So massive respect to this trainer. I hope you pull at least one win with that team. All right. I probably should have played this battle first. This is a really good one. All right, so we get a Cresselia lead. This is a tough lead for us, but we do really want to do some damage to this Cresselia before we switch out. We don't want to switch out right away because Lucario can lose to Cresselia relatively easily because Moonblast hits very heavy neutral on Lucario. So we're going for the extra Psycho Cut there, and we're going for the Moonblast secondly, trying to prevent fast moves, which we are able to do. So we're just going to be going straight Moonblast here, and then I force a CMP tie because my Cresselia has terrible stats. It's got 13 attack, so I would imagine I just win the CMP, and I do win the CMP. And at this point, I'm going to let this one come through. I debated on shielding it, but I don't think it's worth the shield. I will survive, plus the Psycho Cuts are not going to do that much more damage to me. And at this point, since I'm one Psycho Cut ahead, I'm going to overfarm and then catch the... Well, try to catch the Moonblast on the Munchlax. They decided to throw anyway, which is actually really good for me. And now I'm hoping to see a Lucario or something similar come out to me. Okay, so a Toxicroak comes out to me. This is perfect, but they did let me get some energy, and now I'm actually able to get to the Bulldoze, which you got to be careful. If you put a Toxicroak into a Munchlax, you got to be careful, because that's what'll happen if you don't shield the Bulldoze. All right, and then we got the Cresselia coming back in to farm us down, which is absolutely fine. At this point, I come in with my own Cresselia and force another CMP tie, because they do have enough for a Moonblast, and so we're going to force another CMP tie, force them to shield this, and they do shield it, and at this point, I'm going to let this come through, and if it's a Grass Knot, I don't even think it KOs, so I'll probably switch out. It's a Moonblast. Moonblast doesn't even KO, so now I switch into the Lucario, farm down, and there's a Drifblim in the back, and this is a little bit rough, because again, we need to land a Shadow Ball, so I'm going straight for the Shadow Ball this time. If they shield this, then yeah, this is going to be very, very, very close. Very, very close. So they're going to be going for Icy Winds here. I really doubt anyone's ever going to go for a Shadow Ball against a Lucario when shields are up, because Lucario is so glassy. And they're going to get to a second one before I get to another Shadow Ball. I believe it takes 8 counters to get to a Shadow Ball, so Does take quite a long time to get there, so we shield the second Icy Wind, so now we're double debuffed. We're going straight for the Shadow Ball here, and we get to see how much damage this does. And then I switch out to, as soon as I can, I switch out, so it doesn't KO, obviously. I switch out to reset my debuffs, and now at this point I just need to get to a power-up punch, and I think he made a mistake. He may have been able to get to a Shadow Ball here, but he went for the Icy Wind, which means I have a power-up punch, and this is a triple resisted power-up punch, by the way, so yeah. Takes it out with a triple resisted move. Absolutely insane. Very good battle. All right. Okay, this one, respect to this opponent. All right, so we pick up a lead against a Magnezone. You don't see these very often, so I wasn't sure what to do, but let's see how I play this. I believe it takes them 11 sparks to get to 2 wild charges. So in case you're ever going up against one, it's 11, I believe. All right, so we land the Moonblast, which is pretty good because that does a lot of damage. I'm ready to let a wild charge come through, but he actually baits with the Mirror Shot, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to go for the Grass Knot here, which I don't know about this play because it's not going to KO by any means. You want to go for the Moonblast if you can, but I do get a shield, so that's really good for me. And at this point, I'm going to try to catch. At this point, I shield because a wild charge would probably come close to KOing here. And they bait again, so I wouldn't, yeah. But either way, now I'm going to just tank this wild charge on the Munchlax here. I doubt they bait a second time, so there it is. Does about half health. That's fine with me. And a Gastrodon comes out, and that is exactly what we want to see. We want to see the Gastrodon out here. We don't want to see the Gastrodon still alive against our Lucario. So we're going to go for the Body Slam. Obviously, Body Slam is going to be more energy efficient than Bulldoze. It's a better move, and it gets stabbed coming from Munchlax. We get to the second Body Slam because they didn't throw their own Body Slam, and this might get a shield here. We do get a shield. Very nice. That is exactly what we wanted. So now we have the Cresselia lined up against the Gastrodon, which is a good matchup for us because of the Grass Knot. And I come in and I throw right away, I believe. Oh, I don't. I didn't even have the Grass Knot. So the opponent made a mistake. They really needed to throw a move right there to force me to shield, but now they have no shields, and they had all that energy just wasted, and I'm like, I got this one in the bag. The Gastrodon's gone. Everything's looking really good for me right now, so I can't mess this up. There's a Frostlass in the back, but shields are down, so this is absolutely fine, and I'm going to overfarm here because I'm expecting a sack swap, so I'm going to overfarm past the Shadow Ball, and yeah, so, and they go for the Shadow Ball of their own, and I'm overfarming, and they catch. They catch on the Magnezone. Nice sack, bro. He found his win con. He found his win con. He found it, and he freaking nailed it. So massive respect to this guy. Getting a bunch of lag here, but we're not getting to that Shadow Ball. We're not getting to that Shadow Ball. It's not happening today, Hoss. Not happening today. So we're going to go down to an Avalanche, and then our Cresselia comes in, and I need to land a Moonblast. Grass Knot doesn't do it, and here comes the potential Shadow Ball, or even Avalanche probably does it at this point. Let's see. Avalanche. Yeah, Avalanche does it. So massive respect to him. He found his win condition, and he absolutely nailed it. So very nice. All right, into the next one. We got Cresselia against Drifblim. Not a good matchup here, and this is one of the worst leads you can see because Lucario also struggles up against Drifblim. So I actually stay in and opt to go for a Moonblast before I switch into the Munchlax. I'm hoping to catch a Shadow Ball on the Munchlax. That's my goal. So we do land the Moonblast, and it's a CMP tie, so that's a bit rough. I think I shield this up. It is a Shadow Ball, so that was a good shield. And now we're going to try to catch the second Shadow Ball here on our Munchlax. All right, and 5, and then we catch on the Munchlax. It takes 5 hexes to get to a Shadow Ball. Until the third time, it takes 4. All right, so we catch the double resisted Shadow Ball there, and the opponent comes out with a Torterra. I actually really like Torterra. I haven't used it too much, but I think it's pretty good in this cup. So again, going to straight Bulldoze here. No reason to go for the resisted straight Body Slam here. No reason to go for the resisted Bulldoze. So we're going for the next Body Slam here. And we get a shield. Again, very good. That's what we want to see. We're going to let this come through. It's just going to be a Sand Tomb, which will debuff our defense. Oh my god, he went for a Frenzy Plant. That was super unnecessary. Could have held on to some of that energy, but hey, what am I to do? That's cool, man. That's cool. You do you. So we're going to come in with the dude here, Lucario. And if they would have went for a Sand Tomb, they might have been able to get to a second Sand Tomb there. And they come in with the Drifblim, and I try to just force a shield here. Just trying to force a shield. So we're going to come in with the Cresselia, throw the Moonblast right away. There's the shield. That's exactly what we wanted to see because Lucario has a Shadow Ball loaded, and Lucario will definitely win CMP over basically anything in this cup. I don't think there's anything else in this cup that would win CMP over Lucario. So we're going to save our shield here, and we're going to go for the Moonblast up against this Drapion. This will hit for neutral damage and does quite a bit of damage. We get the attack debuff, which is also very nice. And Grass Knot is resisted, so I was just going to, you know, threaten the Moonblast, so they have to throw a move here. So they do throw the Aqua Tail. And then I come in with the Lucario here, and I go for the Power Up Punch, which I don't know about that. I don't know about this Power Up Punch. It might be a waste of energy, but let's see how this plays out. So we go for the Power Up Punch, and at this point, I'm going to shield this up. But they might be able to get to a second move here. I think I survive an Aqua Tail. Okay, so they come in with the Drifblim, so we're able to get to the Shadow Ball here and win CMP over this Drifblim. So this is going to be taking out the Drifblim here, and now we just have to hope we can farm down before they get to a move. We do. Okay, so that one was pretty close because I'm pretty sure they were close to another Aqua Tail there. But either way, able to take that one, win. And we'll play this one. This one's just made me a bit mad. I think I could have won this one, but you'll see what happens. All right, so picking up a negative lead here. This is also a really tough lead to deal with because our only really good counter to Drapion is Lucario. So what we're going to do is just catch on the Munchlax here. Munchlax can't hit for super effective with the Bulldoze, so this might encourage him to leave, and it does. So we bait out a Toxicroak, and this person switched out right away, so we're actually not going to be able to get to the Bulldoze, but we're very close to it, so there's a chance that they think that it's a Bulldoze and we get a shield, and that would be ideal. So we do get the shield, and that's exactly what we wanted from that. And now we come back in with the Cresselia here. We baited out the Fighter, exactly what we're planning to do. And we're going to be doing double super effective damage here with these Psycho Cuts. And the Toxicroak can hit us for pretty heavy damage with Sludge Bomb, so let's see how much that... okay, so go for Mud Bomb. I would definitely recommend going for Sludge Bomb. You're not going to see a lot of Cresselia's shield, because Cresselia is a very bulky Pokemon, and Mud Bomb is Toxicroak's worst charge move, so there you go. Alright, so now the Psycho... I'm just going to try to Psycho Cut down here. So we come out with 100 energy, right? So this is looking very good for me. So I throw the Moonblast. So I throw the Moonblast. So I furiously tap on the Moonblast, and then I just switched. I tapped on Lucario, and it let me do that. It let me switch into the Lucario, but it didn't let me throw the Moonblast. I needed to stay in there. I needed to stay in there. And I bait, and I don't get the shield. Could have gone for the Shadow Ball. Probably would have won if I did that as well. But the frickin' game that just didn't let me throw a charge move. Thank you, Niantic. Thank you. And at this point, what do I... There's no win con here. There's no win con. I shield up this Body Slam. I go for the Psycho Cut down. It doesn't really matter at this point. We're going to just take so much damage from those Mud Slaps. And I'm going to bait with the Grass Knot. It doesn't really matter because you can't stack a Grass Knot and a Moonblast at the same time. So even though I have 100 energy, and even if I landed the Moonblast, it wouldn't KO. So it doesn't really matter. But screw that game. That was really annoying. But to finish it off, we got a really good one. This is my favorite of the bunch. And then we'll play a bonus battle for you. All right. So let's see how we do it. Picking up a lead against a Sunny Charm. Respect. I do like this Pokemon a lot as well. Plus, it doesn't have that weakness to Psychic like Roserade does. So we're going to go straight for the Moonblast here to see if we can do some good damage. We do some good damage. Now we're going to come in with the Munchlax, and they are farming up to 100 energy here. So I'm like really expecting a Solar Beam. I'm like, you know what? Solar Beam me. I want to see how much it does. They actually have Dazzling Gleam. So Solar Beam would have done way more damage than a Dazzling Gleam would. But hey, who am I to judge what moves you run on your Charm? So this is going to be a Weather Ball. This is not going to KO, and we have a CMP tie here as well. So this might force them to shield if they want to keep the Charm alive. They did stay in against the Munchlax. So that's telling me that they might have something that's weak to Munchlax. So we are going to actually shield up this next Weather Ball because we can lick down and then we can come out of here with some energy because they will not be able to get to another Weather Ball before I farm down. And let's see what they come out with. They come out with a Grottle. So Grotle? Scrotum? I can't remember its name. So we're going to go for the Body Slam here. It's a Shadow Grottle as well. So now we're going to actually switch into the Cresselia, hoping that they switch out of here, but they do not. And now they try to catch on the Bastiodon, but I was actually baiting. So this is what I would want to do anyway. So we baited out a Bastiodon, so this is actually perfect. We wanted the Bastiodon out in the open here, so we're going to go straight Grass Knot. Grass Knot is hitting for neutral damage because Rock takes super effective and then Steel resist Grass. So this is not a good matchup though. Definitely not a good matchup for Cresselia. And the opponent throws. So that's really good for me because they could have overfarmed quite a bit here. They are going to get some more farm on the back end since the Stone Edge doesn't KO. So we're going to go for another Grass Knot here, and then they're going to be able to farm us down, which is fine. I'm trying to switch out, which may have been a mistake, so I'm kind of glad that I didn't farm down. Now we come in with Lucario. We're going to try to farm down. The Grotto comes in, and now we're going to throw the Power Up Punch. This is going to just buff up our damage, which is already going to be doing so much damage to this little Razor Leaf guy. And then we do an unnecessary sack swap on the Munchlax. Totally unnecessary. Didn't need to do that. I had a shield, but you know what? When you have an opportunity to sack swap, like if there's an opportunity to practice a sack swap, go for it. Always go for it. It's just you know, if you don't know, if you're not good at sack swapping and you're gonna win a game, and you know, trying to sack and failing wouldn't lose you the game, go for it. You know, it's good practice. All right, bonus battle time. All right, this one's called Double Water Beats Double Grass. So let's see how this one went. This is an older video, so let's see what happens in this one. All right, so this might be Ultra League. This is the Ultra League. So we're running Drapion, Jellicent, and Politoed. So yeah, it's a fully XL team. I am a scrub. So we're going to go for the Aqua Tail and then immediately switch into the Jellicent here. And the opponent, oh, I was expecting them to maybe go for the Solar Beam, but they don't. They come in with the Ferrothorn, which is fine. We're going to go for the Shadow Ball here. And so yeah, running a double water team, we see the Ferrothorn come out. Things are not looking great for us. Ferrothorn's probably like the worst Pokemon for this team because our Drapion still struggles against it because of that steel typing. So we're going to let this Power Wave come through. Doesn't do enough. We're going for the next Shadow Ball here. This should be this is probably not going to get a shield here. I doubt it will. But we actually, I think there's a way to shield and farm down here, but I believe I let this go. Let's see. So yeah, so we're looking a bit rough here. I think we're going to try to farm down with the resisted Poison Stings here. Poison Sting is single resisted because Steel double resists Poison, and then Grass Tick's super effective from Poison. So we're going to have to tank a move here. I don't think this is enough for a Thunder, so we're going to let this come through. I think it's just a resisted Power Whip. It is a Mirror Shot, so that's fine. We're going to farm down, and now the Typhlosion comes back out. The Typhlosion has a lot of energy here, so I'm surprised they didn't throw a Blast Burn as soon as they came in. We have two Aqua Tails, so we're expecting a shield here. And then I go for the next Aqua Tail, but it was a CMP tie. Well, false CMP tie because, yeah, Typhlosion would win that. So we're going to try to catch the second Blast Burn on our Politoed. But instead, we catch a Roserade. And that's very bad. That's very bad. So they have a double Grass team. I have a double Water team. How can we do this? Is it possible? Yes, we land the Earthquake, and that's how it's possible. So also, it's a Poison Jab Roserade, so they're going to get to the moves a lot less fast. So let's see if this is Grass Knot. It is a Leaf Storm. Okay, that's definitely going to take us out. Now we're coming in with the Drapion. We're going to overfarm a little bit here. And now we have two Aqua Tails. We're going to throw the first one. This is resisted, but should be taking it out. Roserade is very glassy, even in the Ultra League. And we get a shield, and then we're going to go for the next one. Unfortunately, they throw, and I save my shield because I know that they probably have a Blast Burn. That Weather Ball comes through. Doesn't do enough. Non-stab Weather Ball. We undercharge this, but I think it still KOs. And then the Typhlosion comes in, and I don't know why I overfarmed there. I don't know why I overfarmed there. Just goes straight. Should have gone straight for the freaking Aqua Tail. So either way, it doesn't really matter. So we're able to take the win with a double Water team versus a double Grass team. So just because there are hard counters on the opponent's team does not mean you can't win. There are always ways to win. No, well, not always, but there's always opportunities, I should say, to win. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, I'd appreciate it if you left a like down below. It does really help out the channel. And if you're new, subscribe. Freaking subscribe. Excuse me. Subscribe if you're new, if you would enjoy the content, and I'll see you in the next video. Oh, I didn't stop the recording yet. Yeah, take it easy. Shout out to my patrons, Running Froggy, The North Star, JR91, Dracobound, Nuclear Ninjas, Ankle Weights, Umidia Lara, K, Bigler Banks, DJ Mimsy, Sawyer Man, Clapton Caveman, Moach, Kodiak Jenkins, Vintage Kish, Kid Kulek, Will M, Edward O'Neill, Infamous One, Daniel Timms, Ray Rafik, Insubin, Stash Shoe, Richard, Madhouse655321, Pineapple Pidgey, Doug J Dempsey, Max, Arbor Andy, and JD3D and Chaotic.